gentlemen, the Doug Garage Show. I am, baby. All right, how you doing, folks? The Doug Rice Show. It's time for the jokes. All right, I'm here. I decided to do a live. It's 1 o'clock. It's the 12th of November, 2023, and let me tell you why you're looking at me. Look, what's happening over in the Middle East, it is a travesty, to say the least. It is an amazing development. But I'm interested. I'm curious in what the answer might be. Where does all the hatred come from? I see. I mean, where is it? Where does it come from? Where does it stem from? Where does it originate? I mean, I just want to know the answer before it gets too late. And that's why you are here on the Doug Rice Show. Now, listen, I have some announcements, so you know. I'll be doing a full-blown show, just narrative after narrative, driving on and on and on, trying to appeal to your imperative and your ear, your listening ear, trying to get everybody near. So we're going to put that show together, probably put it on YouTube. It's just going to be the Doug Rice Show. It's going to be me and you all day. I might even take a call or two. Who's to say, right? All right, so welcome to the Doug Rice Show on TikTok. It's rare that I do this. I just completed a live that you can find on YouTube. It's my usual Sunday soiree of 7 topics, and the Negro news was cut short. So that's the reason I may have lended toward doing this. But I don't want to miss any opportunity to report to you the news, and let me tell you where I get it from so you can peruse. I get news from places like New York Prepper on YouTube. Phenomenal reporting. Solid in all the Zionism he's supporting, but nonetheless still has his fill of informed information that is readily available to the Negro Nation. There are a lot of places I look toward for news. I also look at Canadian Prepper as well. Nate, he's pretty great. But he also, he has very much more balanced in his views. I do say that, but you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter, but now it's called X. Ain't that a bitch, right? I don't know. As well as Rumble. I'm on Rumble. I've decided to take that tumble. So what is going on over in the Middle East? What's happening over there? Why is what's going on? Why did the 7th occur? Now, I'm going to be very careful so I don't slur. And I don't want any misrepresentation of what I say, but more likely I'm going to say it anyway. So what happened over there? What culminated in the events that led up to the 7th? I simply want to know that, and there doesn't seem to be an answer. The only answer is hatred. That's it, just hatred. They just hate. Just hate, that's all. Just hate driving to people to do vile and vicious things. And the hatred, so much vileness that it brings. But how does the hate originate? How does the hate get there? What is it behind the hate that's pushing it toward the fore? I just can't seem to take it anymore. It's like the suspicion is killing me. I just want to know. You willingly able to express why what happened? What is it about these individuals anyway? Why does hate seem to spread everywhere in their general direction? It's not even enough that they need so much protection, but you would assume that there wouldn't be hate in connection with God's chosen people. But let me stand some correction. These aren't the chosen of God. Even saying it feels odd. We know where they originate. We know where they come from. And that's the secret's out now. And that's what they run from. You understand that? Now, I'll take anybody that might offer some sort of proof. But other than that, go ahead and climb on the roof. There is no other proof other than what we read. We don't need any more proof other than what we need. And we have it, too. We can read about you. And it's unequivocally all about I wasn't going to say it. But Khazaria is a place, right? Right? I can put a name to that face, right? The Prince of Ukraine existed, right? It's not just a name. I'm insisted, right? So if historically all of these things are proven, why is it so difficult for these folks to get moving? That's my question. Now, I do have some giving edifices if you'd like to support this effort. I am a writer. Let me say that right now. I write Negro prose. Yes, I'm one of those. And occasionally I do a show. That's just so you know. But I do have the giving edifices to show. And Katrina, who is the moderator here, will show you how to support this show. Anyway, so who are these individuals? Who are they? Who they claim to be? They claim to be the chosen of Almighty, but are they chosen? Here's the deal. And I just said this on my last reel. Chosen people of God get protected by God. Every time, all day, twice on Sunday. If God is determined not to choose or protect those chosen people, he will let those chosen people know, as he has done so with Negroes. See, we are chosen, though still in slavery now, captivity. It's still unsavory, but it's nonetheless still a bad place to be if you were a Negro like me. But so our God at this point is on the way. And he'll be here absolutely any day. But their gods are supposed to be present, and I don't see them here at all. Couldn't land that, but I don't. I keep hearing them talk about them being, the gods chosen. I keep seeing them. I keep seeing them say their God's name, but I just don't see the same God that they're saying show up in any amount of their frames. I just see, it seems like their gods are playing. Almost, MIA, right? They're missing in action. They're out to lunch, OTL. Maybe that's satisfaction. I don't know. What the hell? Where are their gods? As far as I can tell, they're non-existent. They're somewhat maybe resistant. Maybe they're just insistent. Maybe they just don't want to be here. I don't know. Where are they? Because they're a no-show. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm sorry. Look. I read a book, that's all. I'm a Negro that reads now. And there's so many of us. And how there are so many of us who now read books. We open up the books and we take a close look. And that's the last thing they ever wanted. They did not want us to flaunt it, especially. We could sneak and read, fulfill the need, but they didn't want us just underheed what they decreed. Let me explain, and I did it in the show that I was just saying. The only group of people that they didn't want to read are Negroes. They didn't want to fill that need. Why did they not want us educated? Why did they not want the learning to be satiated? Why did they want our knowledge to be abated? Why? They will teach natives who try to keep people off their island through threat of death. If they could get on that island, they'd teach them to read to their last breath. But it just seems that Negroes don't have a reason to know. And that's the reason I do the Doug Rice Show. Oh, there, that's that, Okay. Do appreciate you showing up. This is an after gathering between us. Now listen, if you're not us and you're here, lend me your ear. But please don't succumb to paranoia or fear. We're not going to do nothing to you. That's up to our God. And our God's coming to do a whole lot. I just said that because that's true. That's just between me and you, though. Don't worry about it. You have one choice. You have one chance only. And you can cling to Negroes and you won't be lonely. And you can escape your future judgment. You can do it. Seriously. You cling to Negroes. Understand that we are set apart. We are the ambassadors of heaven. That's just who we are, and not those individuals so very far away from any connection or protection and need of a stern correction. But other than that, that's where they're at. They're not God's chosen. They're just not that. That's what I do here on the Doug Rice Show. It's 11:12 in the afternoon. No, it's 1:09 in the afternoon, 11/12 of November 2021. What else do I look at? I try to keep away from NBC News. I try to keep away from the the Standard to peruse, only because they're in line with the Zionist mind. That's all. They're kind of clinging to those they consider their own kind. But I'm not saying anything of any predilection. I don't want to get a violation or restriction. So please, calm down, tap the screen. Right? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Is that what I mean? Yes. Tap the screen, please. It's supposed to do something. A free speech, too. Say that as well. I don't know what the hell. Who cares? Yeah, those are the folks I look at. Oh, Mud Fossil University. Very, very, very informative. Mud Fossil University proving a few things to me. I got to tell you, just take a look and see. Yeah. So, and of course, Al Jazeera. Good news source to bring near. I mean, you got to at least listen and so that you hear. They're a very good news source. Nothing to fear. You can check them in. You can check them out. So, the Palestinians, oh, am I supposed to say that? No? Can I? No? It's just a show, right? Those folks, they're in dire straits. Let me inform you before it's too late. As I said before, you can't ignore the Arab slave trade, that happened for sure. And it involved us. That's why we were back on the bus. And they sold us to our enemies and such and thus, and then our enemies turned into frenemies, and then the frenemies turned back to enemies, and then the enemies, it's a vicious, non-cyclic cycle. But, they'll get it worked out. It'll take them a while, though. Yeah, right, Look, I look at what's happening over there, and it's not like I don't care. I do. I care a great deal. But let me tell you exactly how I feel, all right? Everybody's complicit in violation. Every single last one of these heathen nations got together and so decreed that it's our land and resources they did need, and they sold us from under ourselves, and that was it. We were put on a shelf, shipped overseas, so that we could just go about and please those masses on our knees. But left behind were folks of our kind, and of course they could see they weren't blind. They knew that the tables would turn, and dear God, today ain't they learning? Huh? You caused this. You sold us out of position. I mean, that was your prophetic mission, I'm sure, but you caused the only thing that could have prevented what's now currently bringing the demise on you in the different song you're singing. You shouldn't have sold slaves into slavery. Don't do that. And now everybody's getting their recompense. Everybody's getting the thus and the whence. Everybody's, everybody's trying to cross the fence. Everybody's trying to get from out. Everybody's doing it, and I have no doubt. But no, you're all going to pay. Because that's exactly what our God did say. Every last one of you conspired against Negroes. You sold us into slavery, just so you know. You do know that, right? You did that. And now it's time for a little payback. And that's what you're getting. A little bit of spank, You just take what I'm telling you right to the bank. Because it's happening. You see it. All over the world. It's like everybody's in a prophetic swirl. I mean, the mountains are moving, the winds are blowing, the snow is falling, the rains are rolling, you got the water flowing. I'm not knowing exactly where all this might be going, but it's going. It's going. It's almost gone. You can look at it. It ain't going to be too long. No, it's not. You're going to look up and you're going to see it. Before you know it, that's going to be it. We didn't do this. Notice they're leaving us alone. They're leaving Negroes on their own. They're almost not paying attention. But you get too loud in Chicago, they'll mention. Yeah, because that's their go-to. Too. Yeah. But other than that, you're out of our eyes. Scat. You're not even paying attention to us. Now we can just talk amongst ourselves. Right? And we can get out the truth. Right? A lot of proof. A lot of stuff I've been going over. If you looked at my last few lives, I've got the strange death of Europe. I did that yesterday. It was very good. I think everyone should read it if they could. That was an awesome offering. I also did how capitalism undeveloped Black America. I did a chapter out of that. That was pretty good as well. There are a lot of PDFs, and no, I don't sell. I give them in relation to any donation that you might support this show from the Negro Nation. That's about it. But there are quite a few PDFs that I could show you, And there are even more that I could go through. The delectable Negro. They used to eat us. You know that? I want you to, now the next time you're in somebody's orbit and you just got to smile, I want you to think about they used to eat us and see how that affects your style. You do know that they did, right? It was like Nat Turner, they made, Nat's juice out of him. What kind of people make juice out of another person and then sell it so that others can drink it? I mean, what kind of person in any kind of realm of possibility could even think it? I don't know. From Babylon to Timbuktu, that was another one that I went through. The Lost Tribes, a Myth and Suggestions. That was a good one. Nearly perfection. I loved it. This is what I do, folks. I read, I fill the need, the educational, I plant the educational seed. And the whole ideation for the Negro Nation is that you one day just get that damn grin off your face and become a serious Negro all day. That's pretty much all I got to say. All right, well, yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. I mean, I'm not trying to do it too much of a live. I just want your support so I can still strive. I want to inform you. I want to do this every day if I could, okay? And I should. I had 70,000 followers on TikTok when I started. And they rid themselves of my TikTok accounts like I farted. They did. I mean, they just snatched them from me. Remember? Some of you are still here. And I got to get back into the groove. We are now officially sponsored by Twidwear. That's what I need to say. Twidwear.com. Twidwear is a brand. Twid specializes in everything that specializes in Negroes. From skincare to athletic sports gear to footwear, Twid gear. We have a Twid pack. I meant to tell you about that. The Twid pack, let me tell you what you get. You're going to get a pair of shoes that are beautiful. Sneakers, I think they're the Nike things, right? The Nikes, the nice ones. They're really nice, okay? You're going to get a sweatpants, sweatshirt, and you're going to get a hoodie. You're going to get a hoodie. You're going to get 3 pieces of clothes and a pair of sneakers with the Twid gear, Twid wear, Twid logo. That's what I do, because though, right? $149 delivered anywhere in the continental United States. Pick up your Twid pack before it's too late. I just put that one together, that's right. So, I do believe I'll be able to carry a show. I do believe I'll be able to talk to you, though. I do believe, just so you know, it's not going to be a problem. We're going to be doing this, and our financial woes, maybe we'll solve them. I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Hey, B, got to do the Doug shows. All right, you guys, anything you want me to talk? I can't see the screen, unfortunately. The Trina has to kind of narrate and kind of keep the show on. What else was there? Anything in the news that I can go on? Why do I believe anything that I play might have my muted voice the next thing I say? I will say this, Netanyahu. Let me tell you a little bit about Netanyahu. There you go. I got something. Look at this. Netanyahu lost his brother on the raid in Entebbe. Now, the raid in Entebbe involved, long ago, a new way that Israelis decided to take care of any melee. They just dive into the area and say, get down, get down. That's what it is. That was raid on Entebbe. And it was Idi Amin. I mean, you kind of get the scene I'm painting. You get it, right? So he lost his brother during an action involving Idi Amin. Now, if you don't know what Idi Amin looks like, just look him up and you'll see what I mean. Idi Amin and see what I mean, okay? So he has an attitude. We know that around us he's real rude. We know that he does not like our faces anywhere near his spaces if we're not Israeli. So you can imagine what he thinks about Negroes on the daily, right? You know I'm telling you the truth. Come on, man. Especially those of us like me and you, those of us that assert our correct position, And now I know this Netanyahu is on a mission. I mean, when he's done with whoever he's done trying to make them run, I can imagine he'd love to get to us too. Can you imagine what Netanyahu would love to do to Negroes who are woke, who dare to be spoke? Man, I mean, he's, what is it, 1,500 expired, and in retaliation, 10 times that amount. Now, you damn near almost have to admire that one. Huh? I mean, they're going all in. They are. They're going all in, and they're doing their thing. And, you know, the mayhem, the death, the destruction they bring, they get it. I told them they'd get it. I did say that. I said that, you know, you decided to poke the bear, and the bear is going to poke you back. Now, don't get in your feelings when he pokes you back real whack, and he is. They're doing exactly what I would expect them to do, but they're also doing exactly what they expected them to do. So what's next? That is the question. And I don't have the answer, but I know it culminates in a brand new stance there. That's right. It's supposed to be their demise. It's supposed to be the end of their eyes. It's supposed to be the end of their lives. It's supposed to be their demise. It's done. Right now, victory looks like it's on the run, but it's not what I heard. I read the scriptures. And it's not going to end well for those we might tell. Anyway, all right, folks, that's it. I think I'm good. I've been talking for a minute, maybe more than I should, but, you know, I wanted to get this out because I didn't really have the news down. Have no doubt it was horrible. Just crashed on me. I had no more news to read. So this is what I do, and now I've filled the feed. So, you guys good? All right, that's it. I got to go. Like I should, because I know. This is the Doug Rice Show. You guys have a wonderful day, and that's all I got to say. Bye-bye. Wait! Hold on. I know that you got to be out there. I understand. You just got to go, right? It's calling out there. It wants you. But if you got to be out there in public places, do me a favor, would you? Get that goddamn grin off your faces. You may go now. Have a good day. Bye-bye.